Ohio, hakasedayo. Hello everyone, my name is Thomas and welcome back to episode 3 of Building a Japanese Town in Minecraft together with me. Thank you for waiting everyone, I know it's been a bit longer than usual. I just took a little bit of time to spend with my family, with my friends and loved ones over the holidays. I hope you had a great holiday season as well. It's already over, but still, Merry Christmas also from me, and I hope you have a great start into the next year as well. So anyways, as you just seen from the clip, I've been placing a lot of copper to age to get the nice green oxidized copper color. And yeah, then I counted and realized it wasn't nearly enough copper, so I headed down into the mines to get some more. And yeah, also gathered a lot of other materials as well. But enough talking, let's just head straight into it. Since I needed lots of copper, I decided to make myself a Fortune 3 pickaxe and then headed to the mines for a good 2 hours or so and mined loads and loads of copper. While I was waiting for that to oxidize, I decided to head to the back of the house and create some mangrove trees, because the red mangrove wood is another thing that I needed for the house I was going to build. So after growing some of those, I mined them by heading up to the tree and then going from the top down, because that is the easiest way to deal with those trees in my opinion. I also decided to extend the 2 water-breathing potions that I found in a treasure earlier, and yeah, use those to head out to a coral reef up north, because I needed some of the dead coral blocks as a building material for the house as well. And with most of the materials gathered, I decided it was time to prepare the landscape for the farmhouse that we're going to build next. So I started digging away at this hill that was unfortunately right where I wanted to build. Then after some time had passed, I headed back to the copper field behind the house and mined away all of the beautifully oxidized copper that had gathered, and finishing up here, I had finally enough copper to start building. So I went and started placing the first blocks just beside the greengrocer that I built last episode. So here I started laying the foundation using some tough blocks, the dead corals from the reef that I mined earlier, and some andesite for a nice mix of grey colors, just for the base stones of the house. While I'm doing that, let me just quickly show you the inspiration for this farmhouse build. So as we head up to Hokkaido here, I have this place in mind when building, and this right here is a pretty nice picture of it. So as you can see, it's a nice cattle farmhouse. This is more like the storefront of the house, but I decided I like this house design very much and try to recreate it in Minecraft as best as I can. I haven't been to this place myself, but maybe one day in the future I can visit it. I would really love to go there someday. Now that you're up to speed with what we're trying to build today, let's head back to it. I decided to make the floor out of nice spruce wood, because I think it fits nicely together with the grey, red and greenish color scheme that the outside of the house has. Here for the walls I use a mixture of different blocks, mangrove planks as well as the mangrove wood and some red terracotta. The wood of course is stripped so that it has the beautiful red color as well. Then I got the shape pretty much down for the front of the house and added in some details for the windows with the pale oak blocks with the beautiful off-white coloring. Then I added some windows on both sides of course and on top as well, but you'll see the finished product later. Then I headed up and made the trim of the roof also with the nice white color of the pale oak wood. And right here you can see just how much copper I had to gather and oxidize, which took a lot of time. And after I double checked and triple checked that I had the right amount, I could finally start working on the roof here. And yeah, I placed different copper variations depending on what height of the build I was doing just now, so that it fits within the frame of the roof. Then I went across row by row, placing all of the different blocks, stairs and slabs, until finally I put in the last few pieces right as the sun was about to set. Then I let free all of the cows and the sheep so that they could finally roam their new home. And yeah, I of course also decorated the farmland, which they would call their home now, but I will show you what is in there at the end of the video, of course. Just as a quick intermission, I wanted to show you the new horse that I got. It's called Valkyrie. Maybe some of you will get that reference. If not, in 3 months' time, maybe you will. And of course, I also wanted to do something with the empty space where the ravine was that went down into the caves just next to the house. Because we can't just have a giant chasm right in the middle of our town. That wouldn't look good now, would it? So of course I decided how I wanted to fill up that empty space. So first I covered it all up with some coarse dirt and other stuff to make it look like a construction site. And then to complete the feel of ongoing construction, first I put down 2 little of those toilet stalls that you will find on construction sites. Inside of those I will put an entrance and an exit to the caves down below with a bubble waiter and just a drop chute so that we can have quick access to the caves whenever we need it. And then I decided on another project to give some more life to this whole town that we're building. Because what is a construction site without some heavy machinery that's driving around there? So I of course had to build an excavator that's standing here on the side right next to the little bathroom stalls, the toilet stalls. So I built the treads of the excavator with blackstone, and then here on the back I'm just adding in a little bit of a counterweight, because in front of course there will go the excavator arm, which is moving heavy loads, and so that it doesn't tip over in the front, we just have to add a little counterweight in the back here with the polished tuff. Then I added the driver cabin with the warped wood being our chair where the driver can sit, a little steering wheel, some levers and some other machinery just here. As you can see, I put down a comparator with the little redstone light turned on, just to give it a little bit more of that effect that this is machinery that can move and that can actually do stuff. Then the glass cabin where the driver can watch out. And after finishing the roof, I headed to the other side and started working on the excavator arm, made with some different variations of copper blocks. But of course, the excavator arm wouldn't be finished without a big shovel in the front. So with some polished blackstone, I went down here to put in the shovel that will be moving all of the gravel and dirt that is just lying around right now. And it's the finished shovel. After that, I headed back up to the top of the excavator to give the whole thing a bit more movement and life than it has right now. So with some cobweb blocks that I obtained from the mine shaft below, I made the illusion of some steam that is rising up out of the top. With both the farmhouse for my animals and the construction site next to our house to cover up the ravine, there was just one more project that I wanted to finish before ending the episode, and that is of course a little gourd farm If you've seen my video about some small Japanese build hacks that you can put in your world, you might have seen something very similar. Yeah, so this is just a little farm where you can dry gourds. I will put in some pumpkins that are actually growing down there as well, just so that we are never running out of pumpkins whenever we need them. I'll just quickly show you my two reference pictures from the gourd farm that I saw in Japan in 2020 when I was there, in case you haven't seen them. And with those final touches out of the way, I finally get to show you at this end of the episode tour what we have achieved this episode. So heading out the house just here to the right is our little pumpkin patch gourd drying station right here. Some of the chains are already starting to oxidize because the orange color isn't what we want here. We want the nice green oxidized color so that it blends in with the leaves to give this effect of vines that it's hanging down from. Then turning around here, first let me just quickly hop on Valkyrie. So, Valkyrie, thank you, good horse. We have the construction site over here with the little toilet stalls here in the back. Let's just hop down from Valkyrie real quick. Here we have the excavator with some gravel mounds right here next to it that he's moving around. Then on the big tracks here is the driver's seat, the cabin, where we actually can head in and operate the excavator. Then going back to the street. Don't run off now, Valkyrie. I know you want to play with the cows and sheep, but that's okay. We'll visit them. So here is the farmhouse. We have a little driveway that's moving off and to the side. Maybe I'll put another vehicle down here as well, maybe a tractor or something else. And yeah, there is this little bridge just heading over the grass and then leading into the beautiful farmhouse right here. I didn't do any sort of big interior yet, but I will put something in there at a later point. There's also a second floor up there. I just have to put in the stairs to get to that. And yeah, as I said, do the interior at some later point. Then heading out here, we have all of our sheep and cows standing around. There's some hay bales, so they always have something to eat, and of course they can munch away at the fresh grass. Here at the right, there's a tray with water so that they can freely come and drink something whenever they are thirsty. Right next to it, the ground is a bit wet, hence all of the mud blocks here. And because the sheep and cows are pretty heavy, all of these here are path blocks and coarse dirt because they've been trampling the grass wherever they've been walking. Then in between the grass and bushes, there's a little pavilion, you could say. If it rains, they can get under this roof just to stop from getting wet. And as you can see, lots of grass, lots of bushes, and a little bit of the paths that they have taken. And then of course the beautiful copper roof over the pale wood and the mangrove wood is a really nice color combination in my opinion. And heading up the little hill here, we have the nice view of all of our builds so far. The farm here with all of the animals just grazing away in their pen down there. Then of course the greengrocer with the glass houses just behind the building. Then there's our construction site over here, and of course our own house and the wheat field, or rice field rather, back there as well. I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. Sorry it's taken a bit longer than usual, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If there's anything you want to see in the future, feel free to comment down below. If it's something that I can do, I'll be happy to oblige. I wish you a great start to the new year. Enjoy building, enjoy learning, whatever you're doing. I hope you have a great time. and I'll see you very soon. Mata ne!